Hombres right here, and we are in, believe it or not, the Bat Cave.
The Bat Studio.
Can you hear? Can you hear the difference?
The echoes. If you guys turn up the volume, you can hear squeaking of bats.
I think I do hear that.
Watch where you step, though. There's bat guano everywhere.
Well, I know.
Yeah. Why are we here?
Well, is it March 5th?
Technically.
What happened on March 4th?
The Batman.
The
theaters.
Batman.
I saw it. IMAX.
Shocking.
IMAX.
You saw it?
I did.
I saw you were with our friend Nick.
Yeah.
I saw his car over there.
Friend of the show.
Always.
Yeah.
Biggest fan, probably. I'm not sure what subscriber he was. He was pretty early on.
Early on.
Yeah. But I know this guy's dying to give a review. I haven't seen it yet, but let's be honest. Are there going to be some spoiler alerts in this?
Do we want to do that? I think we
should.
We probably
I think we should give it the full review.
Even though you haven't seen it, you're okay with some spoilers?
Yes, because you're the bat.
There's not a lot of spoilers,
You're
to be
the
honest.
bat expert.
It's not like Marvel where there has this huge reveal. There's maybe one little big one, but
Yeah.
otherwise, like we'll do some minor spoilers.
So there's going to be Batman 2 and that kind of stuff, you think?
It's not for sure, but I would assume so.
Yeah.
Because they always make buku money. But this director made this one saying, I want this one to be great. I'm not going to worry about
Don't
the
worry
trilogy.
about the sequel or anything.
Those will come when they come. So that's kind of cool.
Well, that's nice.
Well, what have you heard? What?
Okay. Okay, I heard emo Batman. That was something I saw. Right? And he kind of mumbles and stuff like that. It's pretty dark.
It's very dark.
I heard that, like, just super dark. A lot of black in the, and no color or anything like that. But I don't know. Again, I didn't see it, but when we did the review of the trailer, I mean, there was some color in the bullets that were flashing, right?
Yeah.
So that was cool. But I'm dying to know what you thought. So
now,
I know you liked it, so let's just go ahead and throw that out there.
I'll throw this out there. You guys knew that I was going to love it, probably. There was only a few things they could have done that would have I would have hated it then, but we won't talk about those because they didn't do that. But one of the things you said you were worried about it being kind of like a horror movie.
Yeah, kind of looks like it could have been.
Opening scene, remember, spoilers alert, if you haven't seen the movie yet, probably don't watch this yet. But if you have seen it, maybe you'll enjoy this. But it opens up very horror-like. It's got a horror feel to it. But they go away from that pretty quick after that first opening scene.
Because it says there's not a lot of crime fighting, it's more detective work.
It's the most detective Batman movie we've ever gotten. And that, I mean, I was giddy.
More than Michael Keaton?
Yeah, more than all of them put together. If you took all the detective aspects out of the old movies and put them into one movie, it would almost touch this one. Like this one this was like watching a comic book on the screen. It was great. The first introduction of Pattinson as Batman was him narrating. So it's very, like when you read a Batman comic book, he's pretty much usually self-narrating the whole thing. There's little boxes that are his thoughts. That's how it starts with him. And it's just, it was so good. I mean, Commissioner Gordon, Jeffrey Wright playing Commissioner Gordon is fantastic. He's almost as good, if not maybe the same, as Gary Oldman in The Dark Knight, in those Dark Knight Rises, those movies. Wright is great. The girl playing Catwoman is great.
Selena Kyle.
But there is Selena Kyle. There is action. Like it's a detective story, but there's the fight choreography is insane. Like we saw it in some of the trailer.
Right.
Like him going through the hallway and you see flashes from the bullet. Like that scene is bonkers. But the car chase is everything you want it to be. We saw it in the clip where it comes through the fire. That entire scene, that is one of the most heart-racing car chase scenes I've ever seen in a movie.
Really?
It's pouring down rain. It's dark at night, but there's lots of traffic.
The times when your mom doesn't want you out driving.
Yeah. But visually this movie is incredible. Like,
how does the Batmobile stand up to the other Batmobiles?
it's right up there.
Yeah?
It's really cool. Its first scene, its introduction scene is pretty sweet. Because they all like hear it start and they like look down the aisle or alleyway and they see it.
Is he in it or can he start it from?
He's in it. No, he can't bop it to start. No,
Okay,
no.
I just wanted to know.
He's in it. But like I said, it's very detective centered.
That's cool.
Very mysterious.
He's got to find out. He's got to solve the crime.
He solves the riddles and finds the answers. You know, like he knows he opens the cards and there's riddles in there and he answers them right away. But he's got to figure out what it means.
He did it without Robin.
No Robin. Alfred helps him some, decodes some stuff, which is cool. But you want to hear the major spoiler?
Just give us the
The
major
big
Here
spoiler,
it is.
probably the biggest one there was. Again, if you haven't seen it, turn it off.
Plug your
Go
ears.
to the theater.
Because we know you're going to watch it, but
Yeah,
just plug your ears to this part.
Pause it and then come back.
Don't pause.
There's a scene where Riddler is in a cell, and somebody starts talking to him from the next cell over. The Joker.
Which Joker?
It's a new Joker. It's
Not
new
Caesar
Joker.
Romero?
It's not Caesar. It's not Heath. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger.
Both, right? Caesar?
Caesar's, yeah, most likely he's dead. He was like 60 in 1960, so I'm pretty sure he's long dead.
Okay, wow. Pretty heartless, but okay, go ahead, keep going.
But yeah, so the big, but they don't say it's Joker. So this character in this other Arkham cell is like whispering into Riddler's ears, and he gets Riddler all, fired up. And they don't say it's Joker, but they hint at it.
Is it at the end, or is
It's
this
towards, it's about the end. It's like the second to last scene.
to set up something possibly?
Possibly, yeah. And the director has since, I watched the video where Matt Reeves said, yeah, that's Joker, but this is his infant stages. He actually said there's another scene that they deleted that would have had more of this character, but it's not in-your-face Joker. It's just a serial killer, because these movies are going to imply that there's these bad guys, but when Batman comes on the scene, they become something more.
Super bad guys.
Yeah, and there's always been that through the through line of Batman movies and Batman comic books,
They step up their game.
that Batman kind of brings out these crazies. But overall, we don't have our cards. You can't do it anyway, so I'll do it for you. I'm going to give it all the buenos.
I'll put
Any
my thumbs
buenos.
up. You want to use
all
my thumb?
buenos.
My toes?
As many buenos as you can think of, that's how many buenos I give it. It is so good. Please go see it. If you can see it in IMAX, I would highly recommend it. The sound, it's great. It's a great movie.
Well, Seth is going to go home today, and he is going to get the little Batmobile that we did. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. And he's going to recreate the chasing car scene.
I don't have a little remote control Maserati. Maserati, not a sponsor. No.
They talked
They
to
should.
us. Didn't they talk
Stuff's-
to our lawyers?
Stuff's in the works,
Maserati,
but I think
okay,
talks
Maserati.
broke up. But
What
anyway,
about DC? Has DC sponsored us yet? Because it is Seth month.
no. And you would think DC, Hot Wheels, and the Batman would they're getting
Dollar Tree?
Dollar Tree, none of
Still
them
nothing.
sponsors, but they're getting
They got to be
increased.
getting major.
Sales
like,
are
people-
up through the roof.
I'm sure of it.
But like I said,
We're waiting. You got our numbers. Just call us.
I keep checking the spam. Maybe it's going to spam.
It must be. But man, I'm glad that you got to watch it. I know you're excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I wasn't there with you, but I'm sure eventually maybe I'll see it. I don't know, but I know that it's a big deal to you.
Yeah, and Batman is very emo, which
Yeah.
hopefully they kind of get away from that eventually. But it works. It's
Yeah.
a good movie.
Anything else?
No, I think that's about it.
The Batman.
We'll see it.
In theaters now.
Please, so we get some sequels.
Hey, we're just two honest dudes.
Given honest bat reviews.